Hey everyone, my name is Josh. This is part 5 of the Cedar strip kayak build. In the last video, we applied the whiskey strips and finished the bottom half of the boat. Now, in this video, we can flip the kayak over and start working on the strips for the top half. Before we do that though, we need to take a hammer and break the hot glue from between the forms and the bottom half so that the forms can pop off of the bottom half so that they'll be two separate pieces. Now, once we're done that, you remember how I said that the first strips on the bottom half of the boat, that was one of the hardest parts of the entire project. Well, now we get to do something even harder than that, because for the first strips of the top half of the boat, we also have to plane it down to an angle, but to create a miter joint with the bottom half, once the strips are all complete, then we have to again plane it down to an angle, but it has to perfectly match with the first strips from the bottom half of the boat, which will not be easy. Once we're done that though, we can start applying strips to the top half of the boat, and we'll be one step closer to finishing this project. Now, without further ado, let's get to work. Alright, so we're making a lot of progress, and I'm catching up to the rest of my family really fast. In fact, I think I can have all of the strips on my boat done by Easter. That gives us 1 week for all 4 of us to finish all of the strips. And by all 4 of us, I mean me, because I'm the furthest behind. If we want to accomplish this goal, though, it's time to get to work. Roll film. Alright, so we finished the goal. We got every single strip done on the Saturday before Easter Sunday. I'm honestly surprised that we actually got this far. And I'm finally catching up to my brothers. Now, the next thing we have to do, now that all the strips are on, is use a scraper to scrape off any glue that might still be sitting on the boats, and to flatten off any bumps that may have been caused when we applied the strips. Let's do it. Alright, so we did a lot in this video. We flipped the kayak, separated the hull of the kayaks from the forms. We applied all of the strips of the deck of the boats. And we started scraping the boats after the strips were finished. In the next video, we will use a plane to do any of the smoothing and flattening that we can't do with a scraper. Then, once that's done, we can start the very long process of sanding the boat to make it very smooth and prepared for the epoxy resin. The sanding process will probably take up a lot of the rest of the project. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.